Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. In this video I simply would like to share the way we use to plan our trip in a new country and to kind of design our itinerary. So let's check it out. So I will share the screen on my computer. So we are now in Scotland and we're gonna be here for the next 9 weeks. So let's say that between me and Mel we both do a little bit of research. Well, actually a little bit more, not just a little bit. We do some research. I mostly use website and Instagram. Let's say that I do the mostly kind of visual research about places. So Instagram, from the pictures, it's a good way. So what I usually do, for example, if I go on Instagram, so for example for Scotland, I went on Visit Scotland. Here we go. So I checked pretty much through all the pictures and not only these so of places that kind of intrigued me. So for example this one, and you can go on the pictures and you can see here. So what I do, I simply copy this one and open a text file, like a new one, and copy. Then I go further. Oh, this church or chapel or abbey seems interesting. St. Andrew's Cathedral. Okay, I want to do some drone footage there. So I go back to my list and I copy here. Let's see another one. Oh, this one was interesting, an airport on the beach, the Barra Airport, but probably it's on the island. And I copy here. So pretty much, so it's Visit Scotland and also some other Instagram account. So some other time I use this website, atlasobscura.com. Time to time it's interesting. Yeah, there's some main sightseeing places. So usually I go to country down here. No, it was, yeah, here, Europe or the Atlas. So we go to Europe and then United Kingdom, and then he will ask me which part of United Kingdom, and I go in Scotland. So here you can see the top cities, other cities. You have some main information about attractions, food and drink, and then here we are already some of the interesting places, but the best way will be to look on the map so you can add more pins so you can see exactly on a map. Like here, for example, now there's a place that we visit today. So we were right here the other day at the camping, and I think it's this one. The place, no, is south of Glasgow. Well, actually it's not signed here, but it's somewhere here. It's an abandoned castle. Yeah, we got kicked out from there this morning because it's not really good to get inside. Anyway, so this is another option that I use in order to find interesting places. So as well, you know, some website, you know, using Google and find out from some website or travel blog some interesting and unusual place in the country we visit. Mel as well, she do her part of research that it's more related to the history and tradition. So Sometimes it's not just about places, sometimes it's about events. For example, soon and during all summer they will organize in different small towns, small village, the Highland Games. So these are particular tradition games here in Scotland. So we're gonna visit a couple of them just because of the event, not because of the town itself. So mainly the place, for example, that we found in Scotland, I can show some of them. The Old Forge, I kind of don't remember everything. Oh, the Old Forge, it seems it's like a small pub in the middle of nowhere that continue to have business. So then up here, Drum Rock, Drum Croc, Firish, I think this is a kind of old building. Let's see, here sometimes like this is just beautiful. It's like almost a tropical beach. So it's about history, Oban, that it's a pretty town. So it's about the history, it's about the culture, it's about the tradition. So Mel, she looked more into forums, into groups, to find out some interesting information. So what we do at the end, so what I did actually yesterday, so for example, it's part of my research on Instagram and on other channel. I simply put it here on Google Maps and it will give me the location. So we put together all the information, and what we do is I can show you with Google Maps especially, you can save it in different ways. So this one, we save it, you can see here, you can say with a little heart as your favorites. We used to say in the beginning as want to go, so place we want to visit, and this one, as you can see the map, there's some green one but also some yellow one with the star. Yeah, for example here, well, Ireland, you can see we just come after 9 weeks. So the green point are the place that we want to visit, and the yellow one are places that are useful for us, so like supermarkets or a gas station or a place we want to park. So, and after that, I mean, we just take a look to the map. I know that we will not be able to discover and to go all the places here. Well, that's for sure. We have 9 weeks. We're gonna do as much we can, but for sure we're gonna skip some of the places. Hopefully the weather, it's really beautiful, so we're gonna have the time to visit most of the places. What we do, you know, we just look at the map. We can see pretty much the line and the way that we can have in our trip. We still thinking about the island. It will be really nice to discover some of them. So in this way we pretty much know roughly how many kilometers, you know, we have to drive to do all our tour. In that way we know for the 9 weeks how much money we will need for diesel, because we know the cost here, we know how much our van consume. So it's pretty easy, you know, to make a little bit of a budget to know that it's, I don't know, 400, 500 euro just for the diesel, or more or less. So it depends on how many kilometers. And then in this way, I mean, it's more easy for us to just not wander, but just focus on the things we want to see. And of course, many times we just get off this map, and sometimes it just happens that we drive and we like one place and we stop there, a place that we might didn't find in our research. Another way as well that we use, it's simply asking to locals. So our friend and subscriber Andy came to visit us in the camping, and after a couple of days he sent me a map with his places for parking and some interesting places that we can find nearby. In the same way, I asked a friend that was one of the owner of the camping, as she's from here, so it's a good source about some places that she might visit. And for example, she gave me a really nice tip. We didn't put here on the map yet, so we asked for puffins because Mel, she really wants to see puffins. And yeah, she told me that there's a boat tour that go here to Fingal's Cave and also go to this small island, and we can find puffins that are not afraid about humans, so you can be just like 2 meters, so that will be perfect to have some amazing pictures and videos. So, and that's a tip that comes from a local person, so a person that already did that tour and have all the knowledge about it. So we also use Google Maps to find parking, and I can just quickly show you how. Let's say we mostly like to stay near water, so it could be a river, it could be a lake, could be the seaside or the ocean. So let's say I want to find a place in this area somewhere. So I just zoom in, I go on the satellite vision. It will be a little bit slowly now. Alright. So the satellite, so I start to see, I mean, there's a sort of river here. I just zoom in, I check this is the main road. Of course, we try to avoid to stay on the main roads, mostly because of Ziggy, because we like for him to have the freedom just to go somewhere. And I start to look for some side roads that are not private property. So this is house, so probably is not the best. So sometimes I just go in the area that I choose. Okay, car park, here we go. Well, it's already signed. It's not really the kind of place that we like because it's too near the road, so we don't want Ziggy to be treated like a and to risk. So we continue a little bit. This road, for example, I mean, it just goes somewhere in the middle of nowhere, so I mean nobody will have to pass, so we can even take this road. Maybe there's a nice view from up there. We try to stay away from houses. We don't want, because we have some history in the past that maybe near houses people are kind of suspicious. I mean, the van, what they do, they live inside, and well, it depends on the country. Here it doesn't seem so much. But we try to avoid. So for example, what's about here? Yeah, it could be these are the place where I think that they put the boats inside the water, but no, it's not, still not a good place. So yeah, what I do mainly using the satellite. So here, for example, that's a good parking spot. I mean, it's not bad here. And I think you can even zoom in if you put this little guy here and actually have a look from here. And because sometimes, for example, I have to check that there are no 2 meters bar. So here, that's the road. We can check from here. There's no bars, as you can see. There's a car parked here, a couple tables, and seems a perfect spot. So what I usually do, I simply like this spot, click on it, and save it as started place. I give a star, so that means that's a good spot where we can go to park. What else? What else? So yeah, this is pretty much the way we plan our trip. Again, in the beginning we just go like with all the information we can find and we put on the maps, and then we find out. For example, I don't think that we will go to check these places even if they're so interesting, but at this point, because of budget, we have to choose some of the island. We can, and also, I mean, time that we don't have at our disposal. We have to choose just few of the island. But we put them anyway, because you never know. Maybe we will come back and we know what we missed the first time. And then, of course, if you visit a place, you can change it. So usually what I do, I can change it like that. So now in the main map, so this place, it's signed as a place that we checked. So this is pretty much the way we use in order to build all the itinerary that we want to do in a new country. We did the same for Ireland, and it went pretty good. Some Irish people tell us that we probably saw more than Irish people. It was pretty intense, yes. We didn't have so many days of relax and just stay in one place. We travel a lot, and we think that we're gonna do the same here in Scotland, as the weather, it's really amazing, so we don't want to lose the opportunity to have this beautiful tour of this country. I hope this video was useful for you, and see you next time, guys. Bye.